G'day gang, Danny, how's it going folks? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online. We're going to go head over to the tavern, see if Naryu's there. She wants to tell us more about Vea. Let's go. Oh, we're here and it's actually daytime for once. Awesome. Can actually see something before we head back indoors and then outdoors again. Where is the inn? I must be like right there it is. Mourner's Solace Inn. Where are you? Naryu? She wouldn't be just down here. She'd be up here somewhere. Out of the way. Oh, Tails a tribute. No. Oh, this is the tribute. Oh, there she is. She is out of the way. There we go.
You know, I almost didn't show up. Seeing you again brought back so many memories. The idea of returning to Balmora and avoiding this talk certainly crossed my mind. I can't keep running from this, though. We need to talk about Vea.
How much do you know about what happened in Somerset?
Razumdar gave me his version of the story. I'm fairly certain he didn't ride into a Daedric realm on the back of a griffin, though, did he? Regardless, I know what transpired. I can't help but think Vea's actions were because of my failures.
You say... Look, it was a long time ago when we did Somerset. It's possible that he did ride on the back of a griffin. You saved Vea's life in Balmora. You tried to help her.
And yet all she saw was her only friend pushing her away. I don't get emotional, hero, but even I would have been resentful in her place. Truth was, I didn't know what to do. So I shrugged her off on someone else. Or tried to, anyway.
You did what you thought was best.
Vea wrote me when she arrived in Somerset. She made it clear that sending her away was what I thought best for me, not for her. Alone with nothing but her thoughts of anger, sadness, abandonment. Can I blame her? But what it led to.
Vea chose her own path?
And the path I should have ended when I had the chance. Instead, I did what I always do. I focused on my work. The here and now. It's too dangerous to ever get distracted. That's what I told myself anyway. And you got pulled in, again.
I did what I had to in order to save Somerset.
And from what I hear, it cost a great deal of lives. But you did what I couldn't. As always, you were the hero. I'll only say this once, so don't get used to it. I'm sorry.
What now?
Now I need a drink, and to gather my thoughts. Get my next job, and get out of this damn peninsula. Maybe the next time we run into each other, we can put this behind us and have a more pleasant encounter. Just don't turn up on one of my writs.
It's only a matter of time. So...
You know, I almost didn't show up.
So she's referring to something that happened in Morrowind, I believe, from memory, a very long time ago. And then we ended up going to Somerset. But this character was actually created in Somerset. So I didn't play him in Morrowind. I sort of played it out of order later on. But it is cool to have those tie-ins throughout the different expansions. It's always good to see Naryu. Okay, back to whatever we were up to. Fate's Proxy, okay. So we were in the middle of this. Spirit of Fate. Laramil is waiting very patiently. Because the way shrine's not that far away, we'll go from this way shrine, and then I'll just ride out this way. Although, if I go from this direction... No, let's focus. Focus. Because I can see there's a public dungeon there, and I know I'm going to go to the public dungeon, but I would like to see this quest done first, before I do anything else. However, that's not going to prevent me from going to this crafting area to discover it.
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help.
Oh man, that hurt. Tel Hulurag. So you can make... What is it? What does it say? Telvanni efficiency. So the set bonus, while you have a living companion, reduce the cooldown of their abilities by 50%. While you do not have a living companion, reduce the cost of your magicka, stamina, health, and ultimate abilities by 8%. I mean, that's an interesting idea there. Too shabby. Okay. Now, we need to keep going. Now that I've discovered this, I need to throw myself off the side, do a couple forward rolls, and everything's fine. We'll go get that way shrine there. Over the bridge. Around the side. The Great Arm Way Shrine. Our destination lies over there. But not through here. It's all chained off. Now, I did ask the question whether we've actually been to Necrom before in the past, or whether it's not in Elder Scrolls Online, but in Morrowind, the Morrowind Elder Scrolls, Elder Scrolls 3. Somebody had answered in the comments that we haven't, but in Arena, I guess the very first game, which I believe you could go everywhere in that game, which makes me wonder what kind of effort would be required to ever remake that game to look like, well, like this, you know, at the very least. If not something further, you know, like Elder Scrolls 6 graphics or something. The idea that you could go anywhere on the map in Tamriel seems crazy.
I never used to fight this much until I met you.
Oh, you love it. You say that every time, Mary, but you love the fighting. Entrance is down below. Oh. What is that? No comment, Mary? No? Another one. More Dusk Saber. Barbecue Dusk Saber. Is that a bunch of Metroids? Dusk Captain Zenfi's orders. Dusk Sabers. Master Sheldani has erected a new arcane barrier to ward the entrance to the Tower of Tel Baro. Remain vigilant, as these wards are temporary until she has time to conjure something more permanent and durable. Note, only those of you authorized to enter the tower, of which there are precious few, will need a... How did they get in? Will need a Tel Baro insignia to temporarily unlock the wards long enough to gain entry. Without an insignia, approach the tower entrance at your own risk. The 4 locks are situated throughout the Tower Cavern. Dusk Captain Zenfi's. Well, I think we know what those floating brain things were now. Hello there.
I really don't like your odds.
That's one. Back up here was a second. Truck down. Nothing here. No guardian this time round. Whoa, big fella. Fall to pieces. And now we're unlocked. Enter Tel Baro Tower. Well, while I run down there, folks, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed already, consider hitting the subscribe button. But check back every day. Usually I upload 5 to 7, sometimes a little bit more, but it's usually 5 at least videos each week. So checking back here every second day or so, you'll definitely find something new. Whether it's this series or another series. And of course there's an entire huge library of previous videos that I've made.
Meln is in my power, Torvasad. He'll unlock the Black Book soon enough.
A lot of Elder Scrolls Online.
We need the right hidden within the tormenting eye, or else all is for naught.
What you got over here? Moonstone. Find Meln the Mouthless. Interesting furniture, eh? Correspondence with Torvasad. Master Shelreni, your efforts in Alavelis have been noticed and appreciated. Soon we will have a door into Apocrypha that even the Great Eye will not see. Blight Crown and his hidden kindred are personally handling the situation in Necrom. I can safely say we will soon have the relic and the door into the realm of knowledge and secrets. Notify me as soon as you acquire the Black Book and attain the right. Remember, everything must be ready at the proper time. The princes stand ready to assist you in dealing with your rivals as soon as the last arrangements are completed. Torvasad.
Tell the princes, I'll uphold my end of the bargain. I expect them to uphold theirs.
Floating books. Journals. Into the sanctum.
I have no time for obstinate ghosts. You will give me access to the Black Book when I return, or else.
Over here! Quickly, before Shelreni comes back!
Meln.
I see you were able to follow the clues I left in my tower. But you took your sweet time. I can't defy Shelreni much longer. If we're going to get out of here and keep me from complying with that lying murderer, you must do exactly as I say.
What do I need to do?
My spirit is bound to the soul gem Shelreni used to capture me. Disentangling the connection will require more time and expertise than you have. So simply take the gem and leave. Without me, she may never be able to unlock my Black Book.
Where is the Black Book?
Shelreni took the Black Book with her, but without my help, she'll have to unriddle it page by page. The labor of days or weeks, not hours. If she can even accomplish it, she's too fond of the easy path to power. It will be her undoing someday.
What does Master Shelreni need the book for?
She doesn't need it at all. She's in league with a Dremora, Torvasad, and a pair of Daedric princes. There's apparently a rite contained within the book they want her to cast. In return, they'll give her what she wants. Control of House Telvanni.
I'll get the soul gem. So simple. A jewel containing the spirit of Meln the Mouthless former Magister of Telrendis.
Can you hear me? With the gem in your possession, I can come and go as I please. Now use that portal and let's go.
Alright, hop into my pack, Meln. Whoop.
Yes, this will do nicely. Let's discuss our arrangement, my chariot of flesh and bone.
It does sound a little bit like Aerox.
Being dead and incorporeal isn't how I plan to spend eternity. But being with you is 1,000 times better than remaining in Sharenia's clutches. And we delayed her plans for my black book. Now, tell me about your dealings with Hermaeus Mora.
Hermaeus Mora chose me to help save Apocrypha and Nern from opposing Daedric princes.
So, end of the world stuff. Well, that's something interesting at least. Obviously, you're going to need the help of a Telvanni Magister. Luckily, you have me. Let me conjure up a small reward for my old vault. A stipend for services rendered. Now, mind you keep my gem on you at all times. I can't help you save the world or advise you on matters of import if I'm not on your person. Unless I manifest, only you can hear me. Oh, and I can lend you certain abilities, such as my ghost sight.
Tell me about Ghost Sight.
It's an improvement on the ocular lens you used in my tower. I created a spell to produce the same effect without any need of a crude focus. Turns out, it works even better now that I'm dead.
Better? What do you mean?
My black book, The Tormenting Eye, contains many secrets. Ghost Sight was one of them. With it, I can expand your senses, allow you to see the hidden, the imperceivable, the unseen. I have no doubt it will prove important in the tasks ahead of us.
You said you'd advise me. About what?
Remember, I was a Telvanni Magister. Still am, as a matter of fact. One of the most powerful mages in the peninsula. And I've dealt with Hermaeus Mora before. And Shareni. Don't you think my counsel will be worth listening to? Well, it is.
What? Why did Master Shareni murder you again?
Once, long ago, I was her mentor. But I recognized a darkness in her. And not the usual Telvanni traits. She was reckless, dangerous. I refused to sponsor her advancement beyond the rank of Master. And she coveted my black book. So, she killed me. Tossed in your pack? I expect you to find a nice silk pouch for my gem at the first opportunity. Now, let's be off.
Laramil? Nothing to say?
This thread led us to a powerful ally, the spirit of a Telvanni Magister. And we learned that a Telvanni Master aids our enemies, and plans to use one of Hermaeus Mora's own black books against him. The plot against Apocrypha becomes clearer, Proxy.
Tell me about the locations I need to visit.
A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Which location would you like to know more about?
Tell me about Alavelis.
Alavelis is a minor settlement, whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry, a glass mine, as the Dunmer refer to it. That thread of fate vibrates with particular intensity. What you shall find there, I cannot say, but I urge caution, Proxy.
That's Alavelis, but what about Alavelis? Okay, fine. Whoop.
Mortal, why do you bear the mark of the Great Eye?
Excuse me, what? Scruut!
Mortals, you scurry around, obsessed with your petty affairs, and then you die. But you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. Have you come to replace me in my task? That would be typical. Wait. Were you sent to help me with the cultists? Before you die?
Maybe? Tell me about these cultists.
Not much to tell. I just arrived myself. This mortal served the Great Eye, but he died before he could tell me about the other Daedric cultists that scamper about. They're creating an intolerable contradiction in reality. Makes my tentacles ache.
A contradiction in reality?
Something here undermines a fate recorded by Hermaeus Mora. Likely foolish mortals trying to change what has already been written. To fix this, I could use some help. It's common knowledge that mortals prize gold. 8 men, I'll give you some.
Alright, I'll help you. Where do we begin?
I'd prefer to sit back and wait for entropy to claim us all. But I suppose we must do something. Let's survey the town. See if anyone survived and try to determine what the cultists want here. Oh, and despite my size, I'm good in a fight. You'll see.
Why are you here, Scruut?
As I said, divergences in the threads of fate call to me. My purpose is to correct those digressions, examine the contradictions, and rectify them. I can't leave until I succeed. Don't ask me why, there is no why. It simply is.
What exactly are you?
I am Scruut, a powerful servant of the Great Eye. Creatures of my Daedric order call ourselves... It doesn't matter. Everyone else calls us watchlings. An insulting diminutive. But I expect nothing more.
Powerful? How powerful?
Oh, do you mock me? I detect a note of mockery. I should reduce your brain to rotten cheese for your temerity. Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point of anything, really? Just know that I can summon a mighty strike when fate requires it. Very mighty.
I thought Daedra had to be summoned to reach Nirn.
Yes, but it's usually easy enough to nudge a mortal follower of Hermaeus Mora to summon me when the ripples of fate draw me here. It's not my fault the fragile mortal got himself killed. Well, maybe it is. Who can say? Fate works in mysterious ways.